Hello everyone. As you may know, I really like Roblox ASIMs, but I specifically really like Pwned by 14. You know, as much as I slander the game's balancing sometimes, it's still a very fun and unique ASIM that I think more people should really play, as it doesn't really have many people playing it usually. But, to cut straight to the chase, I want to talk about some of the upcoming killers. I want to make my own predictions on how I think they're going to play, and yeah. Some killers may have longer segments than others, but that's because some of these guys have like no information, and I will not be mentioning Flowers, Big Meaty Claw, or Lesbian because they don't really have anything on them, and I believe they don't even have a page on the Pwn wiki. So, I don't want to make this intro any longer than it has to be. Let's dive straight in with... So I have a crazy crackpot theory for content deleted. So, there's supposed to be like one more killer for pre-write, and I believe that it will be content deleted, but I want to talk about what I think their moveset will be. And I have two ideas. Either it will be a rushdown trickster with JX1's old stress meter, because that wouldn't really be too hard to add to content deleted. It may need a little bit of tweaks. However, I have another theory. That it's just going to be JX1's scrapped upcoming moveset. Because when you look at it on the wiki, it just seems like it would fit content deleted more. I don't know how to explain this. I'd like to thank my friend Aaron for specifically like thinking of this, because it more fits content deleted rather than JX1, and the stress meter also kind of fits content deleted. However, this could really all like not be like really it, due to the devs saying that they're gonna have a quote-unquote Fent tweaker playstyle. However, I'm still at least sure that content deleted is the next killer. I have almost no doubts about it. But yeah. And next up we have alright, this isn't even something with, like, the moveset. But why does the influence look like it has legs? I don't like that. That's scary. No, don't do that. Alright, but on topic again. I think that the influence will probably be, like, a very unique character. I don't think they'll play, like, any of the other characters. I'm thinking they might be, like, a resource management one. Or maybe have, and I know this is the second time I'm mentioning this, something similar to like JX1 stress meter, but like with the eclipse, where like maybe if you're exposed to the influence for too long, you can like, I don't know, eclipse the survivors or something. But on the moveset tab for the official Pwn wiki, it says, and I quote, "As of now, the influence moveset is currently unknown, but we know it can inflict a status effect on survivors called influence. It could probably also use towers to some capacity." So my idea is that these towers will basically stand still, and being near them will give this influence effect, and also like maybe like if you're nearby the tower for too long, you'll get like chip damage or something. Maybe. But I don't really know what else to say about the influence. I mean, like it's a statue. I don't really know how. I am excited to see what they do with this character, first of all. However, like, please don't tell me the statue can move like a fucking spider. I don't want that. I mean, I do, but I don't. Alright, but next up we have the Beast. I really like the Beast. I think they're probably one of the coolest characters on the roster that like nobody talks about. Hell, even like I don't think they even have like a publicly revealed chase scene, which is why I had to use the one made by Doints. Also, please go check out Doints. They make amazing music, and he let me use these songs for this video. So Doints, if you're watching this, you're awesome, and keep making music. That stuff's good. And the Beast, I believe that they'll play like maybe like a slower rushdown. Like, there'll still be a rushdown, but they'll be a little slower compared to other ones. like maybe their M1 does a lot of damage, or maybe like I'd say 23, 25 damage. However, they could probably also have like an ability with like throw rope, like in Flee the Facility. Hell, maybe they even might have a completely different mechanic where they actually can't kill survivors, but they have to put them in the little cryopods, but it's like way faster for like the cryopod thing. And that's really it for the Beast. However, the Beast is like a very broad, I guess you could say, broad character, so they could really do like whatever. But I believe that the Beast might have one of the coolest movesets, especially if they go with that cryopod and the rope idea. But next up on the list we have Sean. Sean probably has one of the coolest designs in Pwned, and they come from one of the coolest like web series of all time. I really do like Steel Directory, and this design just makes it like so much cooler. However, for his moveset, I think that his moveset will probably be something more on like maybe map control due to like creating games in the past, or maybe like a resource management character similar to Harkin due to having, well, extreme anger due to, yeah, all of that, you know. But basically, I think this might be like the shortest of all my predictions, because like other than that, there's not really much info on what their new moveset could be. But I would like to say again, this guy's appearance is so fucking cool, holy shit. But other than that, let's talk about the next killer, who is the Bartender. Ah, I love the Bartender. This guy not only is from really cool like thing, Red Carkyle. His theme is amazing, his design is cool, and his idea is that they're supposed to be a summoner character. Yeah. I'm sorry to all the Bartender fans. What else am I supposed to say about him? It's literally been said that you're gonna play like a summoner. Like, I'm sorry, like, I love him, but Bartender, I love you, but I'm not gonna drag this on for a whole minute. Actually, I am doing that just to like make you seem just as like more, I don't know. But on to the next killer. If you're wondering why I'm using Sneaky Snitch for the background of this one, it's mainly because Swagman doesn't have like an actual chase theme, and it's exactly like, I think it fits because I don't really have much for Swagman on like the dock that I'm using for this. The only thing I really have is that they're gonna be slow, and that they're gonna do like a little bit of damage. That's it. This might be the shortest one. I'm sorry to all Swagman people. Next killer. You know, I'm just saying, in like the solo render for Spirit, they have like all this aura and shit, and then their like actual render that's gonna be shown in the shop, it's just them being thrown into a grave. This isn't even related. I just want to talk about this. Like, I know like I know like there's something about Spirit being like dead, and like Guess 666 like dragged him into his grave or something, but this render is just really funny to me. I thought this was a joke render, but no, this is like the one that's gonna appear in the shop if he ever comes out. And that's really funny. Alright, but on to the actual moveset part. I feel like Spirit might actually be like maybe an all-rounder, maybe. But my idea for this like character is that all of their abilities will have to do something with the killers that they have in the past. So I sound crazy, but hear me out. What if like they have an ability that's like similar to Crash Dummy's charge, where they use the sword out of their head to like charge forward or something, and like all their abilities have like something to do with another killer. Honestly, man, I don't. I was like cooking, but at the same time, I'm not really cooking with this one. But it's not really like the wiki helps you either. It just says we currently have no hints to what Spirit's moveset could be, so sure, man. Now, there's not really a lot of information on Blitz. However, I do remember this one like time, like maybe it's not like a year ago, but maybe like many months ago. Or like it was when Father was still in the game and I was in a VC, and like there was a few devs in there, and they said that Blitz would have like a combo type move set, but I don't know. I maybe just could have been mishearing it or misremembering. But it's like a Sonic inspired character. I don't really know what they could do or like what they're going to do, because for all I know, they're going to add an ability for this guy where they could collect the 7 chaos stones and like kill every single survivor in the vast or something. I don't know. But also, Blitz's theme is really good. I just want to say that real quick. But that's really it for their moveset. On to Bloody Mary is one of the Batch 2 entities, and I really think she needs to be mentioned more. Kind of similar to like the Beast, I really like Bloody Mary. Her design is cool, her render is cool. She doesn't have an official JCM yet, but they do have the one made by Doints, and that's close enough. But I feel like she'll probably play like maybe a stealth character, possibly. Maybe like one of her abilities or like passives is that maybe there's like mirrors around the map that she can like teleport to catch survivors off guard, maybe drag them into the mirror to like drag them across like parts of the map. I don't know, but like Bloody Mary, you can't. It's another one of those characters where I can't really like exactly pinpoint what they could do other than just being a stealth character. But Bloody Mary's cool. Yeah, on to the next person. You know, for being the final entity in this like whole predictions video, I got like nothing for Smile. I genuinely have no clue how Smile could play. It says the same thing on the wiki. There's like not any like moveset. There's no scrapped moveset that I could go off of. So sadly, the only thing I could really think of is like maybe they can have like an ability where like they trap people in like the little black box maybe, or like maybe they could be like a rushdown. I don't know, honestly. I feel like Smile is like really hard to make a like prediction out of because there's like little to no content about this guy. So that's the final entity. And to finish off this video, I would not only like to thank Doints for letting me use his music for this. Thank you, Doints, you're awesome. I'd also like to thank the Pwned official and fandom wiki. Mainly the fandom wiki for the like name tags and the renders and stuff, and for having most of the scrapped themes that played in this video. So if you want a good area to get some information about Pwn, go to the official or the fandom wiki. Both of them are good in their own ways. And thanks again to Doints, and thanks to Aaron for the whole like how the JX1's upcoming moveset will make a little bit of sense for content deleted. And I'd like to thank you for sticking to the end. If you want to see more content made by me, I don't know when that's gonna happen. But I do have a video about my issues with Killer Kyle. But other than that, I will see you later.